Good evening, dear friends. I'm glad to welcome you again to your YouTube receivers. Well then, make yourselves comfortable, bon appetit to everyone who is eating, and let's get started. Today we are going to talk about a muscle that very few people remember at the right moment. This muscle, it has a very significant role, but it is undeservedly deprived of our attention. And not only ours, but also the attention of other people. It becomes unpleasant for her because she performs a function, the most important, the most important function, together with other muscles, stabilizing our back, spine, giving us the opportunity to flutter like a butterfly and sting. So we have a back extensor right here, square, the square lumbar muscle. We periodically remember them when our back hurts and it's time to start exercising. Or massage something with a ball. Or if it's really bad, go for treatment. But there is another muscle located next to the back extensor. Here is the so-called iliocostal muscle, right here. Opened in 1947 at the Yadrinsky Research University, at Yadrinsky Institute, studying lumbar muscles. This muscle, it has a very interesting feature that it often weakens in people who do not specifically train it. And if you pay attention to the back, for example, of an untrained person, here you will see a bony one, and along the spine, here you will see two such rolls, right here. This is exactly the long extensor of the back. And depending on how well it is developed, a person will feel good or bad. In general, the weaker this muscle, the more pitiful state his lower back will be in. Especially, it will be hard for him to bend and straighten up. Even if it's completely weak, it will be hard, like when he's been sitting, to stand up. But there is another quite powerful muscle next to it. It starts from here, from the iliac bone, and goes up here to the ribs. This muscle, it is well developed in athletes and those who have specifically decided to train it. And it seems that his back extensor is much larger here, much thicker, stronger. It no longer resembles a thin film from a bag, as if you were given a 5-cent bag. Your muscle thickness is the same, but it's getting stronger. If you, of course, train it. But before we train this muscle, we need to get it in shape. Here, we first need to remove areas of tension in this muscle, trigger points, and we need to eliminate the tension. Disruptions that can occur between muscles are so-called adhesions in the fascia. Fascia are the sheaths that cover the muscles. Each muscle, like in a little bag, is in its own fascial sheath, and muscles are separated from each other by fascia. So, look, we have two muscles here. We need to use red light to mark the muscles. We have a back extensor right here, and next to it is this iliocostal muscle, which we need. It goes straight from the iliac bone. Right here, I regretted this tape. I'm taping it to show you the muscles. And it goes right up to here, up to these ribs, almost to the corner of the shoulder blade. Such a powerful muscle. Imagine that I am also here. So, in order for us to start training the muscles, we first need to eliminate all areas of tension, painful areas in the muscles. These are so-called trigger points, areas of tension. They can be located in different parts of the muscle. What do? For this, we use a special device. These are massage balls, and such nanotechnological devices have also appeared. Today we have the opportunity to use... So, what are we doing? We take a ball with you. And to remove the trigger point, we first need to find it. We go through the entire muscle. We find the painful area. We found it. And we press on it. We press and wait for the pain to decrease. We can press for 1 to 2 minutes. This can be done standing or lying down. If you've been doing it for quite a while already, well, we tried to do this before. Maybe even standing up will be painless for you. And we did this near the spine. And to reach the iliac costal muscle, we need to move a little away from the spine. And here, work all this through the space, and even go over the ribs right here. But for this, it's better to use a soft ball for the first time as well. Don't neglect these ribs either. Carefully work on them as well. Such little massagers, they are used for more precise impact. You also work through all the trigger points with them, and you use them to eliminate them. So, we take a ball with us. We approach the wall. Here. And we put the ball between the wall and our muscle. We found a painful spot. We stand and wait. If we didn't find it, we move it all over the muscle. We find other such areas like this, or we take such a thing like this. It can be mounted on the wall for us. We put it in place and also pressed it down, and we hold it like this. We'll endure, the pain will subside, and then we'll move it to another place. We'll move to another place and meticulously address all your painful issues. The main thing here is not to rush, to wait. You stand, you wait. The pain has decreased. Move the impact to another point. And after the pain has gone away, you can already work on your muscles in motion. This is exactly to eliminate adhesions. Fibrosis between muscle fibers, between neighboring fasciae, and work it out in this way. You do this while moving. It can also be more or less painful in places. And in this way, you go through the muscle in order. And then you make it so that it's brand new. Prepare it for training and exercise. Because when you work out the muscle in this way, the blood flow, lymph flow, and innervation in it improve. Everything improves. Well, if you are already experienced and have long been familiar with working out these muscles with a ball, this is no news to you at all. You can do the same thing. Lie on your back. Put it under your back and just lie there. You'll work on all these areas, pressing them down. You can do the same with this little thing too. See, its tip is more pointed like this. Maybe you can find areas with it that you couldn't find with the ball. Here. Change the angles a bit. Shift your weight a bit, more on one buttock than the other, and you will find such more painful areas like this. That is, your task is not just to press the entire muscle, not just the whole muscle, yes, but specifically to find such painful areas and act on them. After you've done this, you've more or less put the muscle in order. Why do we do this? So that there are no painful areas in the muscles before training. If there are quite a few of them, the exercise that we are about to start doing, you don't do it. You work on the muscle for a few days. More or less, when it has become painless for you, you start doing the exercise itself. So, friends, a new, fresh exercise, just developed. That's why I'm eager to share it with you. Let's take it together. For example, over there, they've rolled up some roller, a cushion. We lie down in such a way that it ends up under our pelvis, just like that. We've laid down, and now to start, lift one leg. See if you can lift it, can you? And do this movement about 10 times. Try it. You've a leg. How can it be lifted or not? Then the second one too. Lift it. Lower it. If everything is fine, there is no difficulty with this. If it's hard, then stop at this level for now. First level, start with training one leg. You lift and lower one leg at a time. 10 times to one side, then to the other side. These are the movements you make. If you have no difficulties with this, then the second level opens up for you. Here you can lift both legs. You'll be surprised that both legs, it turns out, can be lifted by you. This movement is unlikely we have ever used in life. Therefore, the muscles, they are very well trained by this very movement. It is the lower back that gets a good load simultaneously with the gluteal muscles. And here, you have two options for how you can do this exercise. You can slightly spread your legs to the side and lift them, or you can join them, feet together, and lift them like this. If you spread them to the sides, that's level 2. Here, your buttocks will also be involved in the movement. And if you join your legs and lift them, this is the most difficult third level. Don't rush to try it, because the load is quite heavy. There, it's your lower back that's working, the back extensor. Also, you can try this exercise with a roller, like this. But it needs to be soft enough, or you can put something on top of it, like a pillow or blanket, to make it softer. You also lie down. Put the microphone here so it doesn't bother you. You lie down yourself and do the same thing. Raised and lowered your legs. Look, they're raised higher. because this roller no longer bothers you. It's more rigid. And the same three levels that we had. One leg is working, two legs are working to the sides. And for those who believe in themselves too much, it's two legs connected like this. But look, if you feel pain during this exercise, start with one leg and gradually make it more difficult. This kind of exercise allows you to strengthen your back muscles well, and after it, you'll find that you've gained a certain confidence. And these muscles work more. It feels like, in short, you need to do it. That's in words. I can't describe it to you. Try to describe in the comments what you felt after doing this exercise. So, is that it? That's all. Until we meet again, we say goodbye. Leave comments, give likes. We do sports. We help our parents. We are waiting for new episodes. Right there. How are things with you in the comments? How is the weather there? Now a little snow has fallen here for us. So, let's go there.